Hi children, I'm really pleased to welcome you all to this math session. Hope you're all fine, and I'm really happy that many have started working math sincerely and effectively, and a few of your friends started asking me doubts and they are voluntarily asking for more problems and new problems. I'm really happy that you're all working, and I'm making you all aware that your friends are asking. If even you all can feel free to call me and make your doubts clear. This is a very important chapter, so concentrate more on it. That's why I am teaching very slowly. Even one exercise has been splitted for 3 sessions. Okay, so make a point to frame equations and solve easily. Okay children, and before getting into today's new problems, let's have a recap. Yes, in previous sessions we learned what are variables, constants, operation. All together will make expressions. These expressions are of two types: linear expressions and non-linear expressions. Linear expressions are the expressions which has the power raised to the power as 1. Whereas non-linear expressions will have power more than 1. It can be 2 or 3 or 4. All those expressions are linear expression. And particularly in this chapter, we are going to deal with linear expression with one variable alone. Not even y. Only one variable. Either x or y or t or m, anything. But only one variable. Okay, children. While we last session we learned how to solve equation where we have variables on both the sides, isn't it? Now we are going to learn about some word problems, some story problems where you will find difficulty in framing equations. So again the same recap. If we have some add more, it represents plus sign, difference, subtract, less, counting down, all these decrease. Even those words will represent subtraction. Times, multiplication of will denote multiplication. Divided by will denote division. Of course, we are not coming across these division most often, but then you should know. Double means 2x, triple means 3x. Then we come across fraction in words that we learnt in 3rd standard and 4th standard. Hope you remember when they started with the fraction chapter in your childhood, they would have started with these names. See, again we are getting back into that. So be confident in the names of fraction. Okay, today we are going to have a special session, my dear children. Be active and be keen in noting. Okay, see here, a positive number is 5 times another number. If 21 is added to both the numbers, then one of the new number becomes twice the other new number. What are the numbers? If you read once, surely you will not get any idea. So read again and try to understand. A positive number is 5 times another number. So we have two numbers. If I consider one number to be x, the other number will be 5 times that x. Okay, one is x, another one is 5 times x. Okay. Okay, a positive number is 5 times another number. So we have x and 5 times x. These are the two numbers that I am going to have. If 21 is added to both the numbers, if I add 21 to both the numbers, I am adding 21 to both the numbers. What will happen? Then one of the number becomes twice the other new number. Then one of the new number among this if I add 21 to both the numbers, I will get two new numbers. One of the new number is twice the other new number. Which will be twice the other? Which will be bigger? This one will be bigger. 5x will be bigger. So 5x plus 21 will be bigger. So this will be twice the other number. Did you understand? If you put twice here, no, it is meaningless, my dear children. Is it clear? Okay, now let's see here. Let the number be x. The another number is 5x. First condition is they said adding 21 on both the numbers. So I added 21 in both the numbers. And they said the second condition as one number is twice the other. Smaller numbers twice will be bigger number. I cannot twice a bigger number and tell it is equal to a smaller number. It's not logically possible, isn't it? So be careful while you write twice the other number. You will make mistake writing x plus 21 is equal to twice 5x plus 21 because this is here as first to know. So you will write this is equal to 2 times 5x into 21. That is blunder mistake. Because 5x plus 21 is a bigger number comparing x plus 21. This is going to be bigger, isn't it? They say that one number is twice the other. Can this small number be equal to twice a bigger number? It will become more bigger. If I multiply by 2 now, it will become more bigger. So this bigger number will be twice the smaller number. Is it possible? That's why I am writing 5x plus 21 is equal to twice x plus 21. Be careful. It's not just playing with x and numbers. You should think logically. Okay. Now, after framing that equation, I am multiplying 5 inside. Sorry, 5x plus 21. Here 2 is there. Now 2 I have to multiply. So 2x, 2 into 21 is 42. I have got it. All other things I have written as it is, which implies 5x, bring this 2x to this side and this 21 to this side. Okay, so I got plus 21 as minus 21 and plus 2x as minus 2x. So 5x minus 2x is 3x. 42 minus 21 is 21. So 3x is equal to 21. X is equal to 21 divided by 3. Cancel it. 1 3 is 3. 7 3s are 21. I have got the number x to be 7, but it is not the final answer. What is the required number? See here in question, they have asked us what are the numbers. I have to find both the numbers. One is x, another one is 5x. So you should write both the numbers as the answer. Is it clear? So 7 and 7 5s are 35. This is also one answer. And 5 into x. 5x is another number. So I am multiplying 5 into 7 as 35. So 7 and 35 are the two numbers. Is it clear? And now here come a very interesting problem. Okay, it will be very much interesting. So listen carefully. Sum of the digits of a 2-digit number is 9. Sum of the digits of a 2-digit number is 9. When we interchange the digits, it is found that the resulting number, new number, is greater than the original number by 27. What is the 2-digit number? So, we are going to find a 2-digit number. It means we will have some number in ones place and some number in tens place. Only then we will say it is as a 2-digit number, isn't it? It should be greater than 10. Or it can also be 10. Because in ones place, if I have 0 now, it becomes a 10. We cannot have a 1-digit number as our answer. Is it clear? We have 2-digit number and sum of the digits. If I add these 2 digits now, I don't know what is that number. If I add those 2 digits, I will get 9. This is one condition. Another condition, what they are saying is, if I interchange this number from ones place to tens place and from tens place to ones place, if I interchange like this, I will get a new number. Isn't it? Yes. That new number is a greater number than this original number. So, if this is 36, if this is 36 is a number, if I interchange their positions, I get 63. This is greater than this original number, isn't it? If I have the number 21, If I interchange this number, it becomes 12. It is smaller than this number. But we are going to come across this situation only and not this situation. Okay, we are going to find 2-digit number. If I interchange, it is greater. Okay, see here. Yes. If I have 57, I will write in tens place it is 5. In sevens place it is 7. And what is about their sum of their digits? It is 12. Isn't it? 1 plus 5 is 12. If I interchange their position also, 7 here and 5 here, I am changing their position. 57 is changed as 75. Even there, the sum of the digit is 12. How we used to expand this number when we are in smaller classes? We used to write now 10 into 5. This is in tens place. So we will multiply by 10 and this by 1. If we have hundreds place, in hundreds place we will use to write into 100. Do you remember? Yes, the same thing I am following here. 10 into 5 plus 7. Similarly here 10 into 7 plus 5. But I don't know what number I am going to find here. So I am going to find this one's place as x, and here they have given sum of the digit is 9. If I add this digit and the digit here, I get 9. So one number should be 9 less than this 6. See here, if I write x minus 9 and if I add, 9 minus x, 9 minus x. If I add these two, add it, minus x plus x 0, and I get the sum to be 9. Isn't it? So, if the number in ones place is x, in tens place we will have 9 minus x. Is it clear, my dear children? Okay. Now, this is the solution page. That one is for just explanation, and this is what you have to take down in your note. See, in ones place I have x, in tens place I have 9 minus x. Here you will make an error as x minus 9. So be careful, and this sum is 9. Then how to expand and write in expanded form? This is multiplied by 10. That's what I have written here. 10 into 9 minus x plus this ones place x. This may look little bit different, my dear children. Try to understand. If I have a 2-digit number like 56, I will write 5 into 10 and 6 into 1. The same thing I am writing. In the place of 5, I have 9 minus 6. In the place of 5, I have 9 minus 6. So I write 10 into 9 minus 6. This one's place is x as it is. And if I interchange their position, I will multiply x by 10 and this will write as 9 minus x as it is. And these are the two numbers. This is the number, original number, and this is the new number after interchanging. Do you understand how I get numbers after? See here, very simple. This comes to this place, this comes to this place. You can have some different ideas also, but it is not logically correct. You should understand why we multiply by 10 here with 9 minus x and 1 with x. Okay. Now, they have said that this new number is greater than the original number by 27. So, that is what my equation is going to be. This new number, this is 10 into 9 minus x, is equal to 27 greater than, this is the new number. After interchanging, I got this number is greater than 27. See here, not here. This plus should be added with this number. If I add this 27 with that original number, I get a new number. Is it clear? So these things you can write, you need not write. If you write the table, no need to write down this. If you don't write the table, you have to write this. So our equation is what I wrote in the same previous slide, the same is here. Now you have to simplify. See, 10x as it is, 9 as it is, minus x as it is here. Then this is multiplied and written 90. This again multiplied 10x, 27. Now bring out all the x together. 10x minus x is 9x. Here 9. X minus 10x is minus 9x. 90 plus 27, 117. So bring all x together, 9x plus 9x, which is equal to 117. 18x is equal to 108. So x is equal to 108 divided by 18. X is equal to 6. Hope understood? You are cancelling these two, and I will continue the same problem in next video. Okay, children?